Hello and welcome to Cooking with Nico. I am, of course, Nico here. Today I'm going to teach you how to make pancakes. First, we're going to need some all-purpose flour, as well as baking soda, baking powder, salt, sugar, eggs that we will be separating, as well as buttermilk. We're going to melt some butter as well, along with some bourbon, bananas, candied pecans, and maple syrup. So let's get started and I'll show you each step that we do. Okay, so let's get started. We have our teaspoons here. We have our sugar, our baking soda, baking powder, the pecans, our 2 eggs, banana, which we'll get to later, salt, the buttermilk, all-purpose flour, and then we have our butter that we're going to melt. We're going to start off with 4 tablespoons of the butter. So we got that there. We're going to turn this guy on so that it'll melt, and we're just going to wait for that. Okay, and then we're going to put this aside. We're going to grab our flour. And we need 2 cups and then 2 tablespoons of the flour. So we got our 1 cup. We got our 2 cups. 2 tablespoons of our flour. Okay. Put these aside. So now we're going to do our ½ teaspoon of baking soda. And then we're going to grab our baking powder. We're going to do 1 teaspoon of the baking powder. Okay, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Kosher salt to be exact. Okay, and then for the sugar, we're gonna do 2 teaspoons and 1/4. Okay. Okay, so after we get all of our dry ingredients together, we're gonna get our egg. Carefully separate it. Put that guy back in. And then our second egg. Gonna do the same thing. Just gonna let the egg whites go on down. Put him back in its egg. You can save him for later as well. Now after that, we do have our butter. We're gonna put in there. We're gonna whisk that together. After that, we're going to get 2 cups of our buttermilk. Okay, now with our 2 cups of buttermilk, the eggs, and the butter, we're going to put that into the dry. We always want to do the dry ingredients first. Now if you don't have a mixer, then you can definitely just use a bowl and a whisk, but this is easier. Now our pancake mix is a little thick, so we're going to add 2 more tablespoons of the buttermilk. Okay, so after that, our pancake mix is a lot better. It is a lot smoother. And that is what we're looking for. but we're just gonna leave that there for a minute. We're gonna grab some pecans, the candied pecans, and we're gonna crush them up. Okay, so we crushed up the pecans. We're just gonna put them aside for now. Next up, we're gonna cut out the banana. Okay, now for this, we have our pan here. Now this is completely optional if you want to do this. We're going to heat up our maple syrup. We're going to put some bourbon in there. And the heat's going to cook off the alcohol, so you will not, or at least you should not, be tasting any of the alcohol. And we're going to go ahead and add our bananas. And we're going to let that cook, and it's going to sit in there, and we're going to put that on top of our pancakes. Okay, now when your pan gets nice and hot, we're just going to put our pancake in there. If you have a griddle, it's about 350 degrees that you want your pan to get at. You can make it as big or as little as you like. And then that's what our pecans are for. Just gonna sprinkle that on there. Okay, now our pancake should be able to slide on around your pan. We added some oil. And then we're going to flip it. Should be nice golden brown on the bottom, just like that. And over here, we have our bourbon maple syrup and bananas. That's still cooking on this side. We want to reduce it as much as possible, but we don't want to reduce it to nothing. Okay, and then after a couple of minutes have passed, it should be ready. Just you want to check the bottom, make sure it's also golden brown. Put it on a plate. And we'll put our banana mixture right on top. There is our pancakes. Hope you enjoyed. And there you have it, your delicious pancakes. Feel free to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Tag me in any photos of food that you make. In my next video, you may appear on there. And I hope you enjoyed and have a good day.